she a fool for doing it. There's no goddamn way in hell I would have ever signed my name. I don't give a shit how popular I was. I would have never signed my name to Target. I don't care if Target giving her $10 million. She could have started her own company. She could have sold her own product. $56 million out the gate.
But the thing that concerns me the most, and I want you to hear me and hear me well, if we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves.
But as for me, and I'm a Target aficionado, they will never see another dime of my money at all. Now, for those of you who think I'm gloating, I'm a Capricorn. Jesus was a Capricorn. Well, hi. About 3 months ago, y'all had me on a cross on Calvary in between two thieves ready to crucify me for telling you the truth. All I said was if a person owned their product line from its inception to its delivery, they would make more money. And you really thought that I had an issue? I was envious or I was jealous? You really thought that? Now look at what happened. Less than 48 hours after President Trump issued the orders to roll back DEI, one of your favorite shopping establishments, Target, has now dismantled their entire DEI program. I don't know what this means in the long run for anybody, so I can't speak on that. But as for me, well, hi.
So let's try to keep this quick, under 10 minutes. Another text while I'm writing what I'm recording. But anyways, so Tabitha Brown is getting a little bit of smoke, a little side eye, even from her own supporters. And Darius think he's vindicated? No, or is he? Is he not? If you don't know, and I didn't really follow the story when it happened, I didn't really care. But a few months back, like 3 months ago or something like that, Tabitha Brown got a deal with Target. It was pretty, big news in Black community social media spaces. TikTok, all that. I don't got TikTok. And Darius decided to go on live and, read her for taking the deal with Target. He pretty much called her a fool. Like, he literally said the words and then went on a rant about how she shouldn't take the deal. Obviously, she responded on TikTok and she kind of read him in the most Claire Huxtable way with grace and peace. But now this topic is coming up again because of the situation with Target, and their ending of the DEI programs like everybody else is going to do, like except for Costco. They playing a long game, I guess. But Tabitha came out, I guess, responding, saying that kind of the elephant in the room. If y'all niggas protest Target right now and don't buy from the Black vendors that are still in the store, they're going to use that as an excuse to take our stuff off the shelves and in their deals, And some people looking at her sideways for that. Some of her own supporters are saying that's kind of selfish for her. But anyways, to me, the whole situation between Darius Cooks and Tabitha is simply the same debate that was between Charlamagne and Joe Budden a few years back. A video I did called Ownership versus Partnership. And I don't think either one of them are wrong. Yes, I do believe that Darius is the direction that most Black folks should go, but I'm not naive to say that that's for everybody. And it's not. Darius is a moist-ass gay Black man with no kids and no family, so he can make those choices and decisions. You don't know what Tabitha got going on with her household. She had health issues. That's why she went vegan in the first place. She's older than him, obviously, and probably got kids and soon to be grandkids or something like that. I don't know what her situation is, but I'm sure she did her due diligence in deciding whether or not to take that deal from Target or to not. I guess the goal was to get visibility in these stores at a higher level. And of course, Darius didn't like that, and he went on a rant and talked about why he wouldn't have did it that way and why he did it this way and how he did his own stuff. The problem I have with that as well, is the example of what's wrong with black business. He got in trouble in 2020, 2022. He got in trouble for like the Black Business Bureau. They said this man was selling products and the people never got it, and people wanted a refund. He said no. The reporters came to his house and he was like, I don't care. Like, he is the epitome of trash black businesses and why it's hard for black people to get black business uh, off the ground because of the negative reputations. So I don't even get that. But I don't think either one is wrong in that situation. I think it's what's best for you and your family. Again, the goal should be ownership, and that was his point, but he did it in the most sassiest way. He called her a fool. Like, that was not necessary. If you really wanted to use this as an example to talk to the black community and say, oh, this is the other option, this dialogue is happening every time. If you watch Joe Budden, they talk about it damn near every episode, how the music industry is and how people are trying to go independent now. Like, that is a conversation. That is a thing. But a lot of people still are trying to get with other networks or under other umbrellas because, as quiet as it's kept, the people who are pro ownership, and I would direct you to Joe Budden. Again, I sided with him over Charlemagne in that debate. Look what happened in his podcast. He had to rebrand. He had to fire empty chairs, yelling at empty chairs on the pod, and get a whole new cast replaced. And he has to spend a lot of money on the talent now and all this other stuff. So it's like, they don't talk about that part. Yes, you have ownership, but do you have the ability to pay everybody and then pay yourself last? When you sign these big box deals and all that other stuff with other people, you're getting your check. You're not waiting on your money. When you take that full ownership gig, it's a lot of hard work. And again, it's not for everybody to want to do that. That should be the goal, to strive there, but it's not necessarily gonna happen for everybody. Even in the when you look at the Kanye West and the Sway situation, who got the answer, Sway? That whole situation, even though Kanye came out a few years after that saying Sway was right, Sway wasn't right. Kanye still did not have the know-how. He did need Nike. He did need Adidas, not necessarily for the box store and the reach. Obviously, you want $1 billion company behind you to help sell some sneakers, but it was the information. And that's something that Joe Budden said when he had his deal with Spotify. That's how he knew the value of a stream, and he learned a bunch of stuff that he would have never seen on the other end of that situation, because they're not going to let you know those things. Him being in there having to deal with that company, he got to see behind a closed curtain, and he saw things, and he said, because I see these things, I know my value and I know my worth, and I know what I'm worth without your help. And that's why he refused to sign deals. That's why he turned down other deals without talking to his co-hosts about turning them deals down. But I'm saying, what Kanye needed to learn and what he needed to see was the information that they're not gonna give you, right? The game is sold, it's never told, my boy. So I stay out to say that no, Darius, I don't think he's vindicated. It might look like he's taking a victory lap and gloating right now because he did this weird rant about he like a Capricorn like Jesus and he was hung on the cross, and nigga, chill. Like, no, first of all, he wasn't a Capricorn, he was an Aries. He wasn't born in the damn winter solstice. But anyways, just because you want to do it that way and she doesn't, you can't critique her that way. You didn't do the deal. We know what deal you took. We know you published and did your own books and your own cookware and all the other stuff. And we also know niggas didn't get their stuff that they bought from you. So again, Darius is definitely the bad example of black business. He's the ones that give black people a bad name and why people don't trust him, why they do go to other stores and go to other corporations instead. It's unfortunate, but every day I see stuff when I try to support us, and it's what it is. Like, it's what it is. It is what it is. In all our neighborhoods, all over different parts of the country, it's not looking good for us, yo. It's just not. Like, all these where I live at, the Indians are taking over. Red Dot, the Kamala's people, they own restaurants and gas stations and corner stores and grocery stores now. The Arabs own all the barbershops, and even if they got a bunch of black barbers in there cutting, they still own the building. They own the mechanic shops now. Like, I'm talking about, these are all black neighborhoods, and it's no niggas running no businesses no more. So it's unfortunate that we in that predicament, but yeah, ownership is the key, but it's not for everybody, right? Again, no one talks about the hard work it is, especially doing it by yourself, building from scratch. Again, he's a childless dude with, and typically that gay male demographic is more wealthier because they have less responsibilities. Tabitha is an older woman with kids and a husband, and she probably ain't trying to do all that. And that's her prerogative. I'm not mad at her for doing that in that situation. And what she's selling and what she's doing, she probably wants that visibility because she know niggas loves Tarjay, or at least they did. Now they fake mad. And I don't know. What do you guys think about the crash out though? Like, because if you really do the math, Tabitha's not wrong. If y'all go balls deep and start boycotting, you saw Al Sharpton and a bunch of other nigga crats all in Costco's trying to shop there, which most black people is not shopping in no goddamn Costco's. Like, I don't even have one near me. The closest one to me is in Rochester, about an hour and a half away. And you got to buy stuff in bulk. We do have Sam's, so Sam's is also Costco's, I guess. It's the same thing, same company, parent company. So you can go to Sam's, I guess, but which I do like. I wouldn't mind going there. I do have a Sam's card actually. But yeah. Where am I at? Yeah, I don't know. It's just his delivery was trash. If he really wanted to use it as a teachable moment or to have that discussion, which I don't think he's in a position to do that at all, because he is trash black business. He has been accused of being grimy and dirty and not supplying his customers with what they pay for. I don't think nobody wants to hear that from him at all. I know I don't. I don't want to hear anything from anybody in that situation or have those piss poor business practices. But there's a way he could have did it in grace. Or maybe that's just the way a sassy ass gay ass black dude responds. I mean, this is the one time a gay black man, Darius Cooked, he got cooked by black women, ironically, because he was in black women's business when they didn't, literally in black women's business, and they didn't want him in it. But what are your thoughts about this whole situation with Tabitha, with DEI, with Target? I know we're all making a big deal out of it, and black people are like the face of it, even though we're not even benefiting from it at all. Even at the federal level, we probably only got like 1.5% of contracts. Even from Obama until now, the number of black federal loan money is like minuscule. Like it's laughable how much we actually get, and we complaining about that. I know, like Umar said, it's going to affect some token niggas, but the majority of blacks will not benefit from this at all. So, yeah. But the goal is ownership, and if you have to partner, you partner. But the goal should be ownership in long term. But I'm not gonna be mad at or chastise somebody else who don't want to take on that heavy lifting and take all that responsibility and all the liability that comes with that. Because, Tabitha don't want the black business bro coming to her door talking about where the product's at for the stuff that people bought. They want, and you not properly filling out paperwork so that your business license could be legit and all that. So you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm out.